So what I wanted to talk about is habits. As you can tell from the description of the video. So when you have negative habits, the best thing that you want to do to drop them is starve them. Meaning, like when I was in my process of quitting smoking, the first thing I did that I knew I had to do was go into my contacts list and delete the plug's name. Delete his name automatically, his contact, everything. It's not like I knew his number by memory. And then you could take it a step further as like unfriending them on social media. Just all in all, try to remove any contact. And hey, you could tell them, you know what? You don't have to tell them anything. Most plugs, they don't even give a shit. They just won't, they don't even care that you hit them up. They got other people to serve. But you do that process, right? First and foremost, you detach from the source of your bad habit. So if you can pinpoint the main source, detach from them. And if it's physically like other people that you need to detach from them. Okay? No subtle messages. They'll get the hint. They might hit you up. Hey, where you been at? I have not heard from you. Just let them know, hey, this is what I got going on. This is what I'm going to do. If they can't understand, they can't comprehend what the hell's going on, and they feel like they're getting freaking the cold shoulder, then so be it. But don't feel like you need to be explaining yourself so much. You can, a little bit, but so much to where you're telling them everything. But hey, to each his own. And then go a step further as to any small material items that can just hinder your progress. I had a little stash box of where I put everything, fucking weed related, like my pipes, a pipe cleaner, a scale, stuff like that. Little fucking paraphernalia that I had. I threw it away. I flushed my whole bag. I had probably like an eighth left of weed. I flushed it down, and I gave everything away. I actually gave it to my brother, which really I shouldn't have done that, because that's just giving some. You should just break your shit and throw it away, throw it in the trash. If it's drugs, really you should. Situation or environments, don't go to the same environments, don't go to the same places. This is all self-explanatory shit. Like, it's common sense shit that you shouldn't be doing, but you're on here and I'm telling you don't do it, okay? But you have to have that idea. Like, that idea has to formulate in your head and be like, okay, I thought of that idea. It was my idea, and that's how you're gonna that's how you are going to fully drop those bad habits when it becomes your idea, not anybody else's. Why do you think all the time, most times, when parents tell you, oh, don't do this, don't do that, you're like, I know. Somebody tells you shouldn't do this, and then a few months go by, and then you realize after doing all that shit that you shouldn't have been doing, you realize, you know what? Everybody was right, but I had this idea, I had this epiphany to finally stop, and well, there you have it. Now you created your own, after so many touch points, after so many conversations, after so many lessons learned, you finally decided, yes, this is what I need to do. This is the path now. So, starve your bad habits. Just cut them off as fast as you can, okay? Cold turkey. It's the best way. It's like ripping off a Band-Aid. The faster you rip it off, the less painful it's gonna be. Okay? If you intermediately try to just weed off any kind of different vice, okay, you leave that potential room to fall back into. You gotta understand that, okay? Because in the back of your head, we're creatures of habit. Duh. And you will habitually tell yourself, okay, I'm making a little progress, but if I take little pieces here and there of this habit, it won't be so bad. No. Just cut it off, okay? You got an infection. That's like back in the day, you had an infection on their legs. Before modern medicine, it became for what it was. They had to amputate your fucking leg before it spread to everything else. It's the same concept, okay? You have to cut it off. Just completely cut it off. Honestly, the best way. Second thing for me, you have to cultivate this thought of like, if I fall back into this negative habit, what does that get? Like, what does that give me, and what kind of person am I if I do that? So what I did, I got two older brothers. Okay, we're all boys. We hold ourselves accountable, right? Accountability was the main thing growing up. You did something, you pay up for it. You don't do something, you're a bitch. Okay? Like, if you don't do something, it's like, oh, stop being a bitch. Quit being a pussy. So you cultivate some kind of backing where it tells you, like, you hold yourself accountable, and you make it in a way to where if you fall back, you will automatically, it's pretty much thinking low of yourself, but in a positive manner. So I told myself, if I fall back into smoking weed, I'm a bitch. Okay? If I fall back, I'm a bitch. If I fall back, I'm a bitch. I don't want to be a bitch. Okay? If I did that, it's like if I took my inner person dialogue and created it into somebody else, a twin, and that twin was in front of me, and I did that in front of my twin would say, you're a bitch. You just did that. Look what you did. You're a bitch. Plain and simple. Okay? That was my belief. It might be harsh to others, but it works for me. Okay? I've said that in my other videos. So I had to hold myself accountable in a way to where I'm not going to be falling back on it. Okay? I'm not going to be a bitch. I'm not going to be a pussy. I don't want to be that person. I don't want to be that. So I held myself accountable. Anytime I had a thought like that, it's conscious auto-suggestion. That's the word. That's the term. Conscious auto-suggestion. You're consciously, automatically suggesting to yourself that if you do that certain thing, you're a bitch. You're not worth anything. You're never gonna get ahead. Like, yeah, it's fucked up, right? It sounds like you're putting yourself down, but you need that accountability. Okay, the worst thing you could do is let yourself down. Don't let yourself down. Don't get it twisted with depression. Okay. Don't let yourself down. You have to hold yourself up. That's why a lot of people need a therapist or their parents or whatever to hold themselves up. If you cultivate this mindset of not letting yourself down, you won't need other people to hold you up. Okay? So understand that starving your vices, applying conscious auto-suggestion, creating this mentality of, if I fail, if I go back, I'm a failure, I'm not going to succeed, you're not going to get anywhere, okay? And the third thing is just take on another habit, another positive habit, okay? Take a walk, chew some gum, read a book, watch a miniseries, like maybe not TV or television. Don't do any doom scrolling, just take on another habit. You feel the urge, do some push-ups, do some burpees. That's what helped me too. I felt like if I needed that thing, I drop to the floor. I do 5 sets of 10 push-ups, 10 reps. That's 50, 50 push-ups, and I'm good. My blood is flowing. I got a pump. My oxygen level's up. And even just breathing, like taking deep breaths, like things that will work for you. You figure it out as you go. Take that on. Positive habits. Replace those negative habits with positive habits. Okay? I hope this video helps you out. I don't want to make these videos too long. Really, if I do, it'd be like a day in the life or whatever. But you want more content, hit me up on Instagram. I'm building this YouTube channel page to where I could get not more viewers. I really don't care about more viewers, but people that can relate to what I'm talking about, to my journey, what I'm going through. Like I said, you can hit me up on Instagram. That's faz.inc. On Instagram, I got a lot more content there. And just check me out. If you find this video helpful, Drop a comment below. Let me know what's up. And if you don't, whatever. If you don't like this video, say you hate it. Help me out with the algorithm. Whatever the fuck. Y'all have a good one. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.